maybe let them go. So, nice kill on left. I'm not quite sure what happens with Guan, but I think he just gets a little bit stomped on by Ares. Not by Ares, Ao Kuang. I seem to recall him shouting as well that his beads didn't work. That's one of the things on Xbox is beads. It's a lot slower to hit beads than it is on a mouse and keyboard. So reaction moves like trying to beads an Ao Kuang ult, you don't have long to do it. Same with trying to hit the Y button for a Willix. You need your finger ready on the button. If you're against an Ao Kuang, you need your finger or thumb ready on that button because you know when he's going to ult you. It's really predictable. Again, the only reason I survived that early lane was basically because my thumb was already there. He's going to ult me any second now. So building up a little bit of gold again. Gone for standard Jotuns. It's really standard on Thor. Nothing really to say there. Thor is a skill shot user. He has high damage on his moves and cooldown is therefore probably the best thing for it. It comes with pen. It comes with a good chunk of fizz power. It's just awesome. They've got loads of CC. Spirit Robe seems like a good call because when I get CC'd I get some extra damage mitigation. And anyone from Wukong, Athena, Hades, Mez from Apollo, there's lots of CCs. Spirit Robe just seems a good call. Makes you tanky, stops you dying as much. Magi's Blessing used to be this sort of go-to fourth item, but it's just sort of changed now ever since all the nerfs to Magis. But also Spirit Robe gives you CDR and there's no offensive stats on it, but it means you're going to get your ultimate sort of 7 seconds sooner or 8 seconds sooner, something like that. So dunk here, I don't think this goes too well. Maybe should have walled first. Didn't know he had beads up. Just sort of thinking in reflection what could have been done. He's a dash based god. If I'd have walled instantly that could have gone a little bit better. Okay, so this is one of those situations where we get out. Medusa's still got her ult, really good to know. I don't. Geb does. So we've still got a fairly good team fight in right lane. At this point, don't really know where anyone is. Don't know where the Hades gone. Looks like Hades is still right lane, so this is going a little bit south. That's unfortunate. I'm not sure if Duo Lane realised that the Hades was still there, and the Ao Kuang as well. Essentially, we didn't have much vision. They were all missing. It's hard to say if they were overextended or not. They were only halfway up the lane. Should they have been defensive? I don't know. We had no eyes, but looking at the map, it looked to me like they backed off. They were going back to gold or wherever, so hard to say. Felt like with no one mid though, I'm surprised we didn't get more mid tower damage, but knew I was probably clearing mid camp, so you know, not the end of the world. We lost a kill, got a little bit of farm. So we're doing gold. We see they're heading towards us again. Not feeling comfortable securing that just yet. We don't have ults. Don't have that sort of Medusa ult to help secure it either. Nuwa, Geb, nowhere near. So best thing, just don't risk it. They've got quite a global presence with the Apollo, Athena, etc. So they can come out of nowhere. Especially the Ao Kuang Invis as well, you know. So thinking about ganking again, sitting here, not getting XP. Probably should have pushed up to the mid. Didn't need to ult. He clearly heard that. So now I think, yes, they get some XP at least from 2 minions. Rip. Finishing Spirit Robe, pretty big. Pretty big. Just gives you that extra CDR, gives you the passive, which is basically why you're building Spirit Robe. Nice chunk of defense. Really nice item. Mail of Renewal will be an option too next patch, but we're not on that patch yet. So general stuff now. Look to farm up the left. All the stuff's up, not splitting XP at this point, kinda sucks. Guan Yu's finally put an ult down. Finally put a ward down. I think against someone like an Ao Kuang that has that ability to 1-0, probably warding if you're the jungler, is probably a good idea. Having said that, Guan Yu's not exactly the easiest person to gank, so I would probably be a little bit slapdash, a little bit lazy with warding. if I was in his position, but maybe not. Having said that, Guan's building Fizz defense, Akwang's a mage. Seeing they're engaging right, I have a feeling this goes, well, let's just watch. Here's the hit, the beads again. Now, wasn't expecting those beads. What I should have realised by now is the last time I fought him, he had beads 1, but it was over 3 minutes ago. It was like at the 15-minute mark. So I should have known he had beads up. I'm not quite sure if the Geb shield was intended for me. Felt like it belonged to Medusa a little bit more, but it might have just come off a cooldown. That was overall just sort of a badly done engage. Should have been in my mental log that his beads were up again. Okay, there's a Gold Fury to them. Stuff like that's gonna happen, to be honest. We get out, we only lose one person. We've lost one person in a Gold Fury. It sucks, but it's not the end of the world just yet. Just means the game's now got a little bit closer. But in summary, I mean, with that last fight, it was a bad Thor dunk, given the target was obviously going to escape. It was probably on the wrong target as well. Ao Kuang would have been much smarter to do so. That was just lazy slapdash. that was sort of, that was bad. That should have hit him for a start. Should have got at least a full combo off. He backed off either way, so it doesn't really matter. But still, it was sloppy. If you don't know how long your range is on a character and certain moves, then well, play them more until you do. So now, feeling ballsy. Feeling ballsy. Should be able to poke him a fair bit. Good stuff. Double taps for days. Not quite sure why the tower likes me so much. So here what we're thinking is Apollo's got to be a little bit passive. He's not got his ult. Here comes Ao Kuang, so we're going to back off. Oh no, we're not. We're going to engage. The escape's big. Maybe we should look for a double tap there. I don't know. You can see that CDR at work though. See how quickly this wall comes back up. So, thinking about taking towers here. No Gold Fury up. We're really off. Frickin' hammer throw. So, Shell at this point. It was an interesting call. Shell's just expired. It's not done anything yet. I think. Well, we'll just watch here for a second. Just quickly watch that again. Again, this isn't trying to criticise. This is just trying to give sort of generalised feedback. But we'll just watch that last little bit back. Just have a look at this fight. Yeah. Right. Sorry about this. The rewind feature on Xbox is hard. So we're going for mid tower. We've established this. We're going to do a wall. Not going to follow it up. Stealthed out. Ao Kuang's a bitch. Life's hard. So got pretty much all of our ults up. Mine's just come up too. Maybe an ult initiate might have been a better call here than just sort of standing around. But standard Athena taunt, no follow up. So here we get the shell. A little bit early, I feel, because no one's engaging here. I think the shell should really be saved for the Ao Kuang, like Hades initiate that one should be expecting, or when you're tower diving. So you see us aggressing a little bit more. Nice sort of free double tap. We have a bit of healing here, so we are feeling pretty gutsy, to be fair. Still got my ult available. Problem here is we're now going to take a load of damage. Hades ult, tower. Problem is no shell. I think that's where, if you're diving a tier 2 anyway, against someone that can literally glue you to it, you need to be having some escapes and backup, some plan. Now, unlucky with the comms here. Amazing burst from Nuar and a terrible wall from myself to follow up. Just giving away 2 towers. Pretty embarrassing. 2 towers and we took 1. Really not worth. I think we were expecting to get that mid tower. In reflection, I think what would have gone better is actually just going for the kills in middle. We had 5 players in middle. They had 3. I believe it was 3. So there should have been some pretty easy kill potential there. Maybe just killing the Hades quickly. I don't believe at that time he had Shield of the Underworld. Pause, have a little look at items. All pretty standard stuff. Yeah, yeah. So no defense on Hades at this point. It's just got a Warlock Sash. So also only got beads. No Shield of the Underworld, so you can nuke him. Once Hades gets Shield of the Underworld, nuking him is no longer an option. Not always, anyway. Just try and get this into the next clear bit. A little bit further then. Just a DC. Standard Xbox issues. So, onward with the game. Onward with the game. So again, just going back over that call. I think the expectation was to take the tower. However, 3 people defending. 3 fairly tanky people, got to give them that. They had a Hades, an Athena and a Sun Wukong, so not the easiest 3 to kill. Quite a bit of CC between them, quite a bit of sort of escape and such, but I think going for a kill to secure would have been a little bit easier. If we just perhaps taken down the Hades or just the Athena, it would have been a lot easier to then just take the tower for free afterwards. Rip the dream. Right. Fast forward a little bit more.
Press the button again, Chief.
Fast forward a little bit more. See what's going on. I think this goes on for a couple minutes. Let's try here. How's it going? Checking out items again. Okay, okay, cool. We'll keep going. No rush, no rush. A little bit more. That's surely done it. Really? Wow. This lasts forever. My bad. No wonder this game lasted so long. Pause. 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 Wow. Rip. Oh my days! Welcome to the Hydra Show, where we get to look at pauses all day, every day. Here we go. We're actually playing this again. Thank God. So, welcome back. Here we are playing again. 10 hours later. And rip. That's just standard Xbox stuff. People DCing, people not making it in games. Kind of sucks, but such is life. What are we thinking here? Walked out the base with 600 gold. Feel like second active could have been started, maybe. Trying to rush this Titan's Bane. Don't know. Now we see the rotating right. Just get that Medusa out nice and quick. Good, good. Get her out, get her out. Good stuff. Hopefully they didn't see her back, so at this point they're still going to right lane. Buy us a little bit of time. Just picking some free farm at the moment. Get the levels up, get everyone leveled. Generally, XP wise, it's going okay. Geb's a little bit ahead, the rest of us are pretty even. Unfortunately, Alquang's been given quite a few kills, which kind of sucks, but I've got a couple too. It's all pretty close. Mid lane's 2 levels ahead, ADC's even, so XP's in our favour. What's the plan at the moment? Just trying to look what's the team doing. Not taking any farm at the moment. Again, around this point in the game, farm's not quite as important as objectives. The Gold Fury at this point is obviously a hell of a lot of farm in one go. So Apollo split pushing pressure on right maybe. That looks like that's what we're thinking of doing. So they're going on the Guan Yu. Fortunately, Guan Yu with his ultimate is nearly unkillable. Okay, so putting a lot of work into Apollo here. I'm not quite sure what the thinking is with that. I guess force him to ult out and yeah, go straight gold. So this is interesting here. So they know we're going gold, and you can see they're thinking, right, we'll still fire, which is a perfectly smart, reasonable thing to do at this time in the game. If people are doing gold, that's what's going to go down. What you see here, Medusa stays and does it. Might have been a good call, might not. Do you feel the Medusa ult there would have been a really big contributor to the fight? However, it goes okay for us. Like, we get a couple kills. I feel I was pretty lucky escaping that.